Are you ready? Are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Phenomenal.
You can get it walking. You can get it talking. You can get it working a plow. Matter of fact, I got it now. A hard-earned thirst needs a big cold beer. And the best cold beer is Vic. Victoria Bitter.
It's so hard to have a gay time on your own.
It could be that great chalk and biscuit coating.
It's so hard to have a gay time on your own.
It could be that smooth toffee ice cream in the centre. Or that whole delicious golden gay time taste.
Hard to have a gay time on your own.
Street's Golden Gay Time. Now available in...
Professor, would you say it's time for our viewers to crack each other's heads open and feast on the goo inside?
Yes, I would, Kent.
Are you ready? Hello, everybody. How are you going? Are you bogans? Super bogans? Even might be some madwams in there. I don't know if I saw any in the chat already, but please do share the stream out. Tonight is a very special night. We have a guest on. I don't think we've had back on this channel in 3 years, if you can believe it. I can. I find it hard to believe that I've been going this long, but he's back with a very cool new book. And unbelievably, I've read it. He sent me a little sneak peek, and it's very cool. It's very fun. And even though I am calling it a launch party, there was a slight snafu, and it's already live, but that's okay. We can still play the countdown trailer. It's fine. Everybody calm down, relax. And we're going to get him on here in a moment and check out Blood and the Sword. But before we do any of that, we must honor this man right here. First among all of us, David G snuck in. First here he comes. There he goes. And I'm going to put him up there with 46, which is very respectable. Very respectable indeed up there. I mean, it's no 62, I think Jeremy Burts is on, but it is still very high. He's going to get half a ton this year. I know it. There he is, Jeremy Burts, right there behind him. Maromi says, giveaway. Did someone say rigged? Yeah, maybe. No, definitely. Definitely stick around on this show. There will be a couple of rigged giveaways, and depending on how well the book goes, maybe one more. We'll find out. Premature launches happen to the best of us, says Sentinel. It wasn't intentional either. It just came out, and you know when that happens. It's all right though. We make lemonade out of lemons here. Here in the Steadfast is here. Hail Mo Biggs. I don't even have to take the Mo Biggs appearance as my time to send the link, because my guest is already here. We've been chatting before the show, but hail Mo nonetheless. David L not first, but much loved in the chat. Keen Scene is here. Snarkcon, I deserve to win that nugget card. Bro, you're gonna be in the chat. Were you in the chat at the time the nugget card was selected? I don't remember you being there. Or maybe I just forgot that ugly face. Cold showers will help premature launches, he says. No, it's going fine, though. It's going good. Line Mill's here. Haldir's here. Awesome one. We have 33 people watching. B-Rose in the house. Hold on. I have something to show off B-Roses. Gary G's here. Let me scroll. Oh, I saw my very good friend, Mr. Jeremy Eisenfire in the house. How? Always love it when Jeremy's here in the chat. We've got Jolly Green here. Cranberry Langers. Yes, you're on my channel. Neff is here. The best people are here. Aerith Saga. Thank you so much, everyone. As I said, this campaign has just gone live, so please do share the stream out, give it a like, let everyone know this is happening. We're of course live simulcast on the Rumble. We've got a few watching over there. 4 watching, excellent. I say hello to Jim Cox. If you want to get into any giveaways, you may want to watch on YouTube. That is true. Yeah, I'm waiting for StreamYard to integrate with Rumble. It hasn't happened yet. Creators Outlet is over there as well. Hail the Rumble gang. All right, let's God, I shouldn't have told them that. I shouldn't have told that Mel called me Chunkcroft. Well, she called me Chunk. I added the Croft. But anyway, it is what it is. These things happen. Let's bring on our guest. Richard, welcome.
What's going on, guys? What's going on, chat? What's going on, Bancroft? Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, and the last time I believe I was here, it was with Talent Flats, and back then, I was trying to come out with a project and get it funded. It was a hectic time, and I learned so much from that. So it's actually. Man, I was like, when I get this, I want to go to the Bancroft and kind of redeem myself, So I had the book all done, and I showed
the book. Yeah, I remember that happening because I went through some of our older DMs just earlier, and I was like, oh man, this takes me back. The book is done. I've read it. I can vouch for it. Very happy when that happens. It's a fun book. We're going to chat about that in a moment. I want to share this just very quickly with you all here because a lot of you are in the chat too. You guys might remember this. Where is it? Am I sharing audio? Check it out. All right, and we are live. Let me unmute my guests so they can say hello. How are you guys going?
How you doing?
Come on, the chat replay has to be there. It's not sharing. There was Mo, there was Jim Cox, there was Nova Blast. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah,
that's a real
John and all that. Yeah,
replay isn't showing up, but there you go. That was 3 years ago. Look at that. 3 years ago we were here doing this. This is one of my probably I'd say first 12 promo shows. How you guys going? Yeah, Joe Fulton in the house. Check it out. There he is in his
I don't know if that like 30 minutes from Los Angeles.
Koala hat there and blue.
Yeah, I didn't have a camera back then. I don't think, or it was just weird. I don't know. It's funny.
Fapping younger, less gay Bancroft. That is really what it is.
Yeah,
I mean, I still got that split there. I was just in the corner. I was just sitting right there on a little like dinner tray. And not much has changed. All right, let me stop sharing that. I want to share this because B-Rose is in the house before we get into the book here. B-Rose is here. There he is. B-Rose, Mrs. Blue. Blue's still around. He's doing some streams of his own. Now, Cerebrum, another book that we've all been eagerly anticipating, is now fulfilling. I've seen B-Rose out there bagging, boarding, signing, shipping, perhaps. I don't know if he started shipping yet, but the eyeballs. Look at that. Check this out. Check out what B-Rose just sent me this image here. If I can show it all to you. Look at this beautiful Cerebrum with that shiny, like silvery, logo type there over this beautiful artwork. And you scroll down to Bancroft. Oh, what the hell is this?
Yes.
Hang on a sec. B-Rose.
Kind of looks like a foam finger, but
that is a hairy finger. There's some hairy knuckles. It's like my knuckles. It's a finger pointing with my hairy knuckles on it. I see it's an homage. It's an homage to my. I'm saying B-Rose #1, buddy.
Yeah, a
You
circumcised
did it,
finger.
my friend.
A
You made,
circumcised finger at that. That's
you
that's
made
great.
it. Talk
Yeah.
about putting the cock on the cock. The creator-owned comic.
At least they know they support Israel in this one, I guess.
Oh my god. He did say he would send me a unvarnished copy, but I mean that is an honor to have an official B-Rose cock on my B-Rose cock. That is pretty incredible. Signed in grade 8 chicken grease.
Did you hit it with the black
Thank
light?
you. Thank you. I know, right? Yeah, I'm gonna have to. All right, we have 36 people in here. Normally we go live at like 15 past, but we're already live. We've played the trailer. So I think we're just gonna head right into the campaign here. But before we do, it is a launch stream. You can't just slide in. Your face looks thinner now, Bancroft, says Jim Cox. Oh, wow, thank you. Tell me to look at some of those old videos. Yeah, I did have some of that. That was just after Clark was born. So not just after, like a few years after, but I had some of that lingering, what do they call it? Sympathy weight.
Yeah.
When you that's like the excuse men give to say that they can put on lots of weight when their wife gets pregnant.
Well, because they're always sending us places that we want to eat healthy, and they're sending us other places.
And they're
we
eating
don't-
bigger meals. So you
and we don't want them to stress out because the baby's going to hurt the baby. So I'm just going to have to go finish these nuggets with you or whatever. We're support. It is what it is.
That's it. That's it. It's thinner because he's gayer. Yeah, that's right. A cock for a cock. Mo says you can also get the James edition. It's a wraparound. Oh,
A reach around or a wrap around.
well, I think the
I get it.
illustration wraps around because it's
All right.
yeah. Well, anyway. All right, everybody, we're going to jump right into it because this is a great looking book and I want to share it with you all. So without any much further ado, I will play this and I'll put the link in the chat for you all. And we're going to just hop over there and check it out. Here we go. This is Blood and the Sword by Richard. Is it Embry? Is that how you say it? Embry?
Yeah.
Embry.
Embry.
Cool. Embry. Excellent. Here we go.
Mhm.
Turn it up! Turn it up!
Here we go.
Boom, here it is. We're over at Fund My Comic, everyone's favorite new crowdfunding site. Have you not seen that countdown before?
Yeah. No. The embryo.
Oh, the embryo.
Yeah, that was
When he was a baby, they called him Embryo. Yeah,
because usually I get annoying, like a play off that word, but that was actually the funniest thing I heard in my life regarding playing off that word. So
yeah, we have a good crowd in here. They're trained. They're well trained in the comedy. Fellas like Mo Biggs and Nolan Lockhart and Sumo Thor and Snackticon. There's more people here than at a Marvel's premiere. Oh,
God.
Did you see they're giving away tickets to the Marvels?
Probably. 'Cause
unbelievable.
It makes sense. Like that would be a tax write off. Like you tank so bad, you give them away. You say it's charity, this and that.
Well,
like,
if no one's turning
get
up
the
and you're a
assurance.
cinema, I mean, you
Yeah.
make that. The cinemas don't make their money off the tickets; they make their money off the popcorn. So
Yeah.
if it's like it's the way to get free people, oh my god, it's crazy. Anyway, enough of that rubbish. We're here to talk about Blood and the Sword, which is your new book, which is 100% done,
Completed. Yes, sir.
completed, and And lo and behold, if I just scroll down here, it's $5 for the physical comic plus shipping. So if you want it for $5, you can get it digital right then.
Yeah.
There.
That's for my overseas
Um,
people because shipping is so crazy, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
it's better to just offer digital, and then maybe
It's
they can pick up the trade when they feel it's worth paying the shipping. But I also have a
$5 for a
retail,
comic, $45 for the shipping. Yeah, it's
yeah.
rough.
But I have a retail one for $20. You get 12 copies, so that might be worth it if there's people out there, in uh, if they're all like the Australian people from CG or UK,
Yeah.
UK
Get
CG,
together,
yeah.
get into a
So
syndicate.
that's
How
it.
come before we get into the book, and it's so cool I can actually talk about the story. So
Yeah,
rare that actually happens, but I guess it's gonna happen more and more often now that people are getting these things done
it makes sense.
before
It
the
makes
campaign
sense.
starts.
Yeah,
Um, Alex is going to claim back a number one, even though the campaign launched hours ahead of the stream. Yeah. Well, look, I'm surprised you didn't get it anyway, Alex. You usually are a bit of a ninja, but
that's right.
we're sitting. You're already funded. You have probably the most reasonable, unassuming goal I've ever seen. $100 on a
Yeah,
campaign.
I just wanted to keep it 3 digits. It said 5. I was like, I don't even, like the book's gonna happen regardless, and then that kind of like I said, I learned a lot from Talon Flats because after Talon Flats, people were still asking me about the book. It didn't get funded. It was crazy, and it was tough. Like there was an emotional impact with that. Dealing through failure
Yeah.
and whatever. To where it was my daughter. I was playing Conan, and there was this alligator that was attacking me, and she was like, don't kill the my daughter loves animals. Your daughter probably loves animals too, like they're overly obsessive with animals. And she was like, don't
Mhm.
kill the alligator, Dad. Don't kill the alligator. It's my friend. It's my friend. She always says everything's her friend. So I said, if it's your friend, what's his name? And she says Mango. And then it was just like boom, humanoid,
That's
alligator,
great.
Mango. Everything just started like the universe aligned, and it's like this is the story, because Last Goodbye was pretty dark. Talon Flats was going to be dark, and now it was like boom, like this was, So I put the controller down. I'm just like,
Yeah, this is
what does
fun.
Mango do? What does he do? What does he do? Okay, so he does that for the king, and then you read the end, so it's her influence.
Mhm.
The last page,
Keep that secret.
yeah, but you could tell like, it is true. His daughter really did guide him on this adventure. So I was like, you know what? Let's let me handle this. You gave me the Mango character. Your dad kind of knows how to write a comic, so let me go do this. And that's what we got. Blood and the Sword.
Man, that's a cool story. I love to hear stuff
Yeah.
like that. You need to get in touch with Royce over at Drink with Crazy. He would love to hear that story. He's a big family man, and he is always on the lookout for kind of more fun, accessible, all ages stuff, which is very much what
Yeah.
this is. It's very bright. It's very, there's mayhem and murder in it, but
Yeah.
it's a
couple-
sword book, but it's very accessible like that. So Nolan of Lockhart back in number 9. He got the comic and shirt. Hashtag crackpack backs.
Thank you.
Bow. All right, back at you, Nolan. Plus Richard is fun to follow when he goes ham on Falls on. Yeah, he does like to you do like to go hard on the old Twitter.
I
there.
try to separate myself from the crowd now. You know what I mean? I'm like, you know what? I'll tell you this, Bancroft. When I'm trying to raise money, I felt like a politician, and it was just weird. I was just like, I don't want to offend anyone. Don't want to offend anyone. Now it's like, man, no one can stop me from printing this comic. I got it made. You know what I mean? Like I can just step in my own way and insult the fans, but I wouldn't do that. But as far as like commentary, what's going on in indie comics, it gave me the freedom to say whatever I want, and without penalty, because my stuff can still come out,
Certainly not pulling any punches there. How come the $5? Is that because of what happened last time with the previous books? As you said, I'm going to go. Now this is it's 21 pages, I think. It's a
20
it's a
pages.
standard 20-page comic,
Yeah.
standard comic size, $5. Was there any like specific path that led you to say, okay, I'm going to put out a $5 comic book when everyone else is doing 15? Some people are doing 25, if you can believe it.
Yeah.
For this
Well,
long,
what ended up happening is Talon Flats had its moments on me where I was like, I don't want to say depressed, but I was really saddened by that because I really cared for these. I care for all these stories. I want people to read them, and I care about people that invested in me that weren't going to get that book, And so when my daughter told me this, it sparked like the imagination. But then I was like, I'm not having fun. I'm going around acting like a politician and this and this. And I made comics before COVID. What am I doing different? So I just went back to what I did different. It's like I'm not gonna go do multiple covers, so I can make it the print number print larger order. So with
Mhm.
that, it's like I can save the customer money, and I got this is gonna be number one. I'm probably gonna put up like 3,200. And at $5, I'm making like $3 off it, $3 plus. So it's easy to
Yeah, because
sell
most people
$5
don't get
comics.
anywhere near that kind of print run. They're
Yeah,
usually a lot of the guys I'm hanging out with, we're doing print runs of I think the last one I did was 500. I mean, it's a
yeah,
totally different thing because it's a much longer book, but yeah,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's a really good approach. Something like a little bit of a cage rattler,
Yeah.
that needs to kind of happen at the moment. A lot of people thinking about this, especially now. It is getting tough. I know I have pulled way back on my backings.
Mhm.
Um, and it's not really got anything to do with other than this stuff it's expensive, especially with me and the shipping. But
Yeah.
you can get digital, you can get physical. There's that you can get the retailer pack that we mentioned earlier. You can also get the digital bundle with the last goodbye on there as well.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's a very streamlined. Oh, and there's the shirt as well, the
Yeah.
comic and t-shirt
Up to
bundle with
4X.
manga on it. You're wearing that, aren't you? Do you want to
Yeah,
show
yeah,
that off there?
you
Get
know.
it. There it is.
So, yeah,
Uh,
another thing I did too is, I have my own printing. Oh, wait, oh, there.
yeah, we
Oh, we
saw
saw
it.
it. Yeah. I have my own, printer for shirts. So it's like what I can do is I can have multiple designs, people order them, and I print them to order to where I don't have to go to a screen printer, print in bulk, and hopefully I can sell 6 small. Hopefully I can
Hmm.
sell you know what I mean? It's like, nah, I just keep honestly what I do is keep 6 black shirts in rotation in every size, so when everyone orders it, and then when I get down to 2, I just order another, and then have them come in. So it's
Figuring it out, getting it to
yeah,
work.
yeah, because
Yeah,
I
man.
make money off the shirt, so I can, like, it's like, where can I make money? I make a bigger profit margin off the shirts, so I can offer the comic to be cheaper, and that's another thing I did. Like when I was making comics and happy at the and I was like, I shouldn't say that, but I just remember being happy before. That kind of brought me back to it was being at like WonderCon, and I was able to sell shirts and comics, and if you go to like Artist Alley, the comic books are $5. Like, uh maybe you could sell a $25 but the people selling $5 comics, it's that's kind of standard when you go to the shows, and shows are opening back up. So I kind of went back to the show approach, and now I got with this run, I could do shows, I could sell on the internet, I could sell off whatever needs to be done on Fund My Comic, open up my own store. I can go in front of a liquor store, sell them, like whatever. And I like making money is having product. Like, it's what hurt me before was not having the money to make the product, but I figured a way for me to get the money to make the product. Now I can go make the money now that I have the product. That was the
Damn.
science behind
Yeah.
it.
And as well, there's a lot of there's always issues when if you do sell at $25 price point, and then you want to sell, now that it's made and it's out and it's printed, and you do want to offer a slightly cheaper version, it's rightfully going to annoy your
Oh
backers if you
yeah.
go and sell that exact same product for a lot cheaper. We've seen a lot of people do that and cop a lot of fire over that. Rightfully so, I think. It's like
Yeah, cuz
well, and you're also
yeah.
kind of shooting yourself in the foot because you're telling your future potential backers, well, you don't have to back me during the campaign because I'll just print
Yeah.
it anyway and offer it cheaper down the road, and so you can back me, in a
Yeah,
year's time or whatever.
I would feel some type of way if I paid like premium price in the beginning, and then,
Hmm.
oh, we're just trying to clean up or empty out stock, and then that to me that's ridiculous. But
Mo says he's
you know,
also sold his product in front of a liquor store. I think he's talking about a slightly different product there. But
I'm
let's
afraid
jump
to
into
ask.
this. Let's jump into it. Now,
Yeah.
first and foremost, are you a Dungeons and Dragons fan? Is that
Here's the
am
funny
I?
thing. This is the funny thing. I I always wanted to play, but I could never find a table or a dungeon master to play with. So I even bought or I should say bought, but downloaded the books to be a dungeon master. But then I can't find a decent table to play with. So it's like I'm just this wandering geek that's too geeky for a Dungeons and Dragon table, and it's just I was even thinking about that service where you pay like $7 or whatever for a session. I was even thinking about doing that, but it's so that's why I just wrote my own comic book because
I
I'm
know.
just
I
gonna
was
have
like,
my
yeah, you
own
just
story.
made your own.
I just make my
Just
own.
make your own.
It's just
Because
me and my daughter.
I was never into Dungeons and Dragons,
Mhm.
and but I remember when that movie came out just recently. It's a funny story actually. The idiot, who was it? I can't remember. Someone on the production team came out a couple of weeks before the movie launched
Mhm.
and made the movie sound really woke, even when
Oh
it
yeah,
wasn't. And I think that ended up costing that movie a whole bunch of
yeah. That
ticket
movie's good.
sales.
I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Because yeah, I saw it on the plane and I was having a great old time. It was
It's
really
funny.
bright, it was fun, it was funny,
Yeah.
and it was set in this genre where there are, sword fighting and magic and magical animals and kings and all that sort of stuff. It was a lot of fun, and I was reading your book and I was thinking, I'm getting the same kind of
Yeah.
vibe from Blood and the Sword. So I just wondered like if there was some
Well,
sort of
the book was
connection
being
there.
colored. Uh, when I saw that, I saw it when it came out like on Paramount, and I was like, oh, I really like this, and other people really liked it, and I was like, this is kind of the same tone that I have, that I
Yeah,
wanted,
that's
and
definitely tone. Yeah, that's the right.
yeah,
It's the same tone. So if you like that, and I think most people who saw it did, you're
yeah,
probably gonna like this book here. It's it's you actually packed a lot into 20 pages. You get to meet who I presume will be the sort of the main characters going forward, which are
yeah.
these three here. Hold on a sec. Let me pop Jeremy down for a second there. So you've already talked about Mango there, who's the crocodile man.
Uh-huh. And then
And do you want to tell us
Valen.
about your other two characters there?
So there's Valen. He's the dude. He's like just all about the coin. He's all about the coin. Very high, very deadly, very skillful. And he
He's like
just
a
he just
swashbuckler.
yeah, and he gives respect when respect is earned, but he doesn't really care about kingdoms and this and that. He's just about the coin. And then Amara is she's more what he used to be, like a hired sword, but she found a place in the kingdom where her motives are like, I want to do stuff with purpose. I want to have purpose. I want to have nobility. I want to have a title. I don't want to live on the road anymore. And all that stuff. So
So we
uh
meet them, and
yeah,
it's Valen. Did you say that's his
yeah.
name? And Mango are kind of you can. That's the cool thing. Like you can read the first 5 pages right here on the campaign page
And,
too, so you can
and
sort of
that's the
see
thing.
this for yourself.
If you don't like the first 5 pages, you probably won't like the book. But if you kind of are like interested in the first 5 pages, you'll probably dig the whole book.
I liked it from the first panel. I liked how you opened it. So here he is saying, "So about that debt," and he's like, "Oh, you wish to talk of this now?" Like straight away, I feel like we're getting to know a bit about these characters, their relationship with each other, and I like that it's what is it called in media res? You just like you're right
Yeah.
in. You don't even. It's not even the almost the start of the conversation. It's almost feels like it's the middle of a conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel like instantly, oh, there's some history here, but it's not like I don't know. I don't know if they know each other that well. I think feel like maybe they do, maybe but straight away I felt like this is a good start, and I wanted to know more about these guys, and you don't have to wait too long to find out either because this
Yeah.
this
Yeah. We get
pompous
into
idiot
fighting. Yeah.
comes along, and you did something really good with this character. You're saying like I might know how to write comics. I think you do because
I
he
studied, bro.
wasn't.
I studied.
Yeah,
I studied a lot of like characters. There's a story by man. I forgot the author's name. I gotta look it up. But that I read Save the Cat, all that stuff. I like in that time that I failed. I'm like, I'm not gonna. What did I do wrong? What can I sharpen? And you got to remember, The Last Goodbye was like my first comic I ever wrote. And I always
Mhm.
been waiting to people to show them like where have I grown, what have I done, and I wanted to do a Talent Flats and it didn't happen. And I was like, oh man, people just, I'm very humble and happy for the compliments I got from The Last Goodbye, but that was done like ages ago. Like I'm so developed more
Yeah.
as a writer, so that's where I wanted to come out, but I didn't want to like.
This
It
is
got
very
to
well
be, it has to
written.
be fresh,
It's very well written. It's very fun. It's I like as well that you don't ever explain the fact that there's a crocodile man. It's just that's just part of the world. And
Yeah,
that sort of stuff. It really actually makes the world seem a lot richer because it's like, oh well, if they completely accept it, then there must be a lot more going on out there that isn't really being said. It's like subtext. A lot of
yeah.
people saying the art looks good. Who's your art
Right.
team?
Brian Brindley, same artist as The Last Goodbye. Like when I say I went back to it, it was like that scene in Rocky where he goes back to train with Apollo and goes to the hood and train. That's why I was like, all right, Brian, let's do this shit again, man. Let's go. So that's where I called him up. I said, this is what the idea I got. He said, do I get to draw boobies? I said, no, Brian. This is like a song, like a story I did with my daughter. He's like, all right, but we can draw boobies eventually. I'm like, yes, Brian, I'll let you draw boobies eventually. So yeah, but
Well,
no,
you
he
got
was
the
on board.
boob armor plate, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's like you're hinting at it. It's like
Yeah.
Chekhov's gun. You
And I
see
think
the
too
yeah.
in the bar scene too, I think he was able to draw one in there. But we'll probably have an
Oh,
issue
good.
too.
I might have missed that, but I'll go
Yeah.
back and have a look. Cole King just got here. Welcome. He says this looks cool. How many pages in total? It's 20 pages in total, and you can get it for $5, digital or traditional. Now, if you get it physical, you have to pay shipping as well.
Yeah,
Depending on where
shipping's
you are, but
$5 in the U.S.
there you go.
It's gonna come in the Gemini mailer, bagged and boarded, just like
It's like
that's standard.
mainstream prices. It's better than mainstream prices because I don't think you get mainstream books bagged and boarded. No, at least not where I'm from,
Yeah.
anyway.
Well, that goes in the $5. I looked in and that's whatever. It's some places are a little bit under 5, some places are a little bit more. It'll even out.
Here
So,
it's like 13
yes.
bucks in
Oh
Australia.
wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Jay Wright, it's the quest for breasts. There you go. That's the you can name that your omnibus.
Yeah. I like that.
But you
That
know
was
what
cool.
I was saying? I like what you did here because he doesn't this guy, this sort of pompous fella here in the purple cape
Yeah.
thing there.
That's Bailey.
He's insulted because Valen did give him sort of like proper deference and disappear from his sight. And he keeps calling him a peasant, and it's like, and then it's just on. And
Yeah.
it was a good way to show, okay, this guy really is a pompous dick.
Yeah, because even asked, "Hey, you were able to pass. Why did you return?" And he's like, "When I tell you to move, I mean from my sight, And he's like,
Yeah.
"Well, look at the ground when you pass me. How about that?"
And
then-
yeah, I liked how in the 20 pages you managed to set up the characters, set up a little kind of like it's a quest, and then it actually comes to a conclusion. There's this guy that you've set up as a prick gets a bit of a comeuppance. So yeah,
Yeah.
all's well. Now obviously this is an ongoing series.
Yeah,
It's gonna
definitely.
continue.
I got issue 2 written, like the first draft, and then I'm sharpening it up this weekend. It's a 3-day weekend, so I'm gonna sharpen it up. My whole thing was to get this ready to launch once it goes out. Go on a couple channels, get it out there, and then just hopefully the price gets people, because my goal is to get readers, man. Like if I could get people to read it, then I could get people to believe in me, and then they'll come back and back more projects, at this price, and it's just building. I don't want, when you back me, I don't want it to feel like a chore. I want it to feel like, oh man, it's got another one. Okay, here, $5. plus shipping. Oh, you know what? I bought the digital because I wanted to try it out. I really like it. Let me get the physical and let me get the shirt. That's kind of the interaction that I want to get from people. That's the business
I see
strategy.
you just ended it here right before we see her come in. So
Yeah.
if you want to see the hot chick breastplate and potentially
It's in the preview. It's in the
some bar boob slippage, then yeah, you're just gonna have to buy the book. But lucky for
There
you,
you
it's
go.
only $5.
Yep.
And as you can as Richard said, it's all 100% complete. So no
Yeah.
worries on that front of it. Mo says the quest for breast omnibus sounds way cooler than my Red Dress Chronicles rough trade paperback. Oh my god.
Mo Biggs is a comedy writer during the day or during the
Oh,
night.
I am
Mo Biggs.
100% convinced. 100% convinced. Oh my goodness, Nova Blast
There
in
he
the
is.
chat. We were just talking.
Yeah.
Haven't seen Nova Blast in such a long time. Nova Blast was here, when we had you on the last time. Everyone check out the retailer pack. $20 for 12 copies. Yeah, you really can't beat that price. It's great to have you here in the chat, Nova Blast. Boob teasers are okay, but cock teasers are where it's at. That's a whole different kind of book.
Yeah.
We have Bogan chat here from Agent Zero. Hats off to Richard for an amazing book and choosing Fund My Comic. Appreciate you, all you do as well, Michael. Well, look, I'm very happy to do it, and great to see you, Agent Zero, in the chat. And thank you for the Bogan chat. Now we have to tell everyone as well that you do plan on giving away 2 T-shirts.
Let's do it.
Let me scroll out here. So you do plan on giving away.
This is my I feel like I need to do this because I messed it up. I did my premature business, my premature fundraising or whatever.
Well, you didn't mean to.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. I never mean to. Even ask my wife. I never mean to. It just happens like that. No, don't ask
so
her.
Yeah, you showed honest. You're wearing it that mango T-shirt. He's gonna give it away to two of you lovely fine people here in the chat. So do make sure you stick around. We can
however you want to do it. However you want to do it, man.
Taking takers now, actually. Philip V, you know what to do. Hold on a sec. Let me get the thing going here. So where is it? There we go. Everybody, if you want a T-shirt, and Richard will just send it to you for being here in the chat. For just being awesome. I mean, you don't have to buy the book, but I would really appreciate if you did as well.
This is a good celebration.
Read.
This is basically, that's what I feel like. I feel it's a celebration. I want to hand out, just gifts, man.
It's a
gift
party.
To be here. Yeah. What's a party without gifts?
Exactly. Nice logo as well. Billy, if you're a D&D fan, I think you really like this book. I don't know if you've already aware of it, but definitely jump on board. It's like I said, it's a really fun read. I feel like this is going places, and if you can continue making these books, I think that you'll have a good story on your hands. I feel like this world, you didn't really get into much world building beyond the fact that there's a king, and I keep forgetting her name. Sorry,
Mara.
Mara. She's like what she's involved in, and her service and everything. Like there's a whole thing there that you just casually mention. I really like that in stories, by the way.
Well, what I do is I zoom in. I'm like 250 millimeters lens.
Yeah.
And then I start backing up. So issue 2, you're going to get more world building. You're going to get more the dynamics before people. And then also too, I feel that this was like a pilot episode where you kind of meet the people.
Yep.
And next one is, man, issue 2. Man, it's going to get.
There's still an adventure in the story as well.
Yeah.
There's a thing that they do. So.
But I got to get you to care for the characters. I'm sorry, Bancroft. I was gonna say I got to get you to care for the characters before I put them through stuff. Because if I put them through stuff and you don't care for them, it doesn't matter. But this is where I get you to buy in, care for them, and then we're gonna go through some hell. And then you're gonna be the object of me as a writer is to get you emotionally attached to these characters. So when I bring them through hell, you're gonna want to stick around to see them prevail and see the outcome. You know, and I got some my editor Vince Moore. Man, we talk about where we're gonna take this, and it's gonna be pretty. Like, you know, it's gonna be pretty cool, man. Like, I know it has a fun feel, but I'm a fan of Berserker too, so there's gonna get some stuff, bro. Like some stuff.
Well, that's good because then it becomes even more shocking. You know, if it gets really intense, then you do really feel it when you weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
Everybody, please do type if you do want this shirt. If you want to win this shirt right here, right now, please do type rigged in the chat. Let me share the screen here so we can watch it count up. There it is right there. We've got 8 so far of you. I see you. You entered as well.
Eligible.
Win your own shirt.
I'm just trying to save on shipping, bro. You know what I mean? Let's play the table. Let's see. Play the game.
Everybody, yeah. See,
hey, I tell you this: if I win
at
Bancroft, I'll send you this shirt.
Oh, thank you.
That's what I'll do. I'll send you this shirt. And
then people would
like,
say
this really is rigged.
More rigged. The last time we did, Jeremy Burt's won, but it was just Jeremy. It wasn't Jeremy Burt's. And I was like, oh, who's Jeremy? And he's like, oh, it's me. It's like, you entered twice, busted. But it's all right. That's part of the rigged. That's how we do it here. It has to be rigged. It wouldn't be a rigged giveaway without someone complaining about who wins. So let's say we've got 50 people in here. Let's say when it gets to 25. We will draw the first. We've got 2 of these to give away. So, let's get a few more entries in here. Snark says, I have no faith in this system anymore. Why would you have ever started?
Yeah.
And as you type rigged, go check out Blood and the Sword over at Fund My Comic. Actually, we didn't see. We'll do that after the first draw here.
Yeah, shout out to Luke
6
for making just an excellent site. It's fun. It lets you make changes and doesn't penalize you. You know, it's a fun.
I've got Luke coming on tomorrow. We were actually helping him launch his new book, Starcross. I can't remember the name of his collaborator just off the top of my head, but the book looks insane. It looks incredible. It's going live tomorrow, same time. Everyone, make sure you're back here. And I'm gonna really praise the hell out of Luke because I was always thinking this wasn't even possible what he's done. Him and his team, I should say. Yeah, it's not just one man.
He had a vision, man. That's awesome.
Yeah,
man.
And he's pulled it off, and it is growing.
Yeah,
I was trying to find when these things used to launch, they used to be like straight up there. There was only 12 or 16 books up there. There's so many books on that site now. So it is really going. Come on, we're up to 21. Is there no one else? I see 52 people here in the chat. I'm just asking for 25 of you to stop what you're doing. Go to the chat, type in RIGGED in all caps, and let's give away a t-shirt. Let's do it. Richard wants to give you a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Rigged is the word.
Yeah.
Rigged is the word. Rigged is the game. Justice for Moosin. That was fun. Nova Blast says, I watched Mike on TV all the time. I'm just never here in the chat. Well, thank you so much, Nova Blast.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were still here. That's awesome, by the way. Freaking great.
Nova's
all right, up to 22
of CG.
Hang on. So if you're gonna get if I'm gonna get yours, Fox Mulder just entered, Cam just entered. He's gonna we're at one more. One more. Is there no one else?
One shirt to rule them all.
I know, right?
Or one word.
Richard has all the sizes there, so
up to 4X.
4X. Yeah. So if you're bigger than 4X, it might be a little tight on you, but that's all right. All right, we're there. We are there.
Let's do
everybody.
And real quick, how would I know address or whatever? Like, how are they going to message
I will
you?
get them.
Okay.
Yeah, I will get them to email or DM me their address, and then I'll pass that on to you.
Beautiful.
That's probably the best way to do it. But
I think my wife
Philip,
came in here.
that is
She
not
was
the
like,
word.
I think she was like, "Are you paying for shipping?" Yes, I'm paying for shipping. So Every time I send out free shirts, are they paying for shipping? No, they're not paying
It's
for shipping. It's a gift.
it's
I'm
part of the
sending this-
fun. It's part of the
Yeah.
celebration. We want to give back, get a little, give a little. It's all good. All right, everyone. Well, we're up to 27. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Play the drum roll. Who will it be? Who will it be? It's Aerith. There you go, Aerith. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Wow, Aerith is a great pick. He actually makes his own shirts. He was
Oh,
one of the
man.
actually. I think he was one of the first guys that I got a shirt from crowdfunding. So that's awesome. Congratulations, Aerith. You've got
Nice,
your
nice. Congrats.
blood and the sword
The
mango,
mango
shirt
shirt.
coming in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent. I don't know if he's still in the chat. There hasn't said anything. We'll have to just tell him afterwards.
Nice. We got one more.
We do, but let's go back to the campaign. Let's go back to the campaign before we do that. We'll do the last one in the last 5 minutes. So
Let's do
stick
it.
around. Let everyone know if they want to grab a free shirt to come in here and type rigged in the chat. That's the shirt there. Now, if you don't win it, you can just buy it. It's $25 with a comic plus
Yeah.
shipping.
Basically, it's like 25 and you
Yeah,
get the comic for free.
Hey, exactly. Usually people just get the comic for 25 around these parts. So
Yeah.
Richard is really offering a great product here. Let's do a refresh because I know you've been getting backers.
Nice.
Boom, up
Nice.
to $265
Good.
raising for us. Yeah, let me show you what it's like these days on Rigged Indeed. Did Aerith come back? I haven't seen him. If Aerith comes back in the chat, that was rigged worse than 2020. See, everybody complains. It's 20 pages. Rise above.
Yes.
In the
20
comic,
pages.
20 pages. You get it's very much written the way comics were written back in the day. You get a contained story, beginning, middle, and end, introduction to the characters. Like Richard said, it's sort of like a pilot episode. A little bit of world building. You get to know the characters through the way they talk, I think, and a little bit of what they say. But yeah, for $5, I mean, you can't go wrong. You really can't.
Yeah.
But
Show don't tell.
most
That's
of-
what I try to do.
Yeah, no, it really
I'm
is.
just show don't tell.
It's the way I like to read stories as well. So look how many books are on this
Oh,
site
yeah.
now.
And they all look great. There's a lot of
Yeah,
great looking books in there.
I know most of them.
Yeah.
And you can even scroll, like you can get to a point where I've already clicked it where you have to like show more. I think I know that's discover more. Look, it just keeps going.
Yeah. And then under that, there's like, now we got the new ones, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good stuff. It's really good.
I think
Let
I'm
me
like
go
in the
back to
third
yours.
line of the new ones.
Was that yours in there?
Let's see.
What have I done now? What have I done? That's all right. I'll just go back to yours. If I can, if it'll let me. Okay, there it is. There it is.
Yep.
Two swords for hire find themselves on an adventure after accepting what should have been a simple gig. It's a little bit like these two, even though Mango isn't really like Chewbacca. It's a bit like Han Solo and Chewbacca
Yeah.
in that they're
I wanted
just
to get
out there doing their thing.
Yeah. I want it to be that mixed with like buddy cop movie where there's the
yeah.
banter and one's colored, one plays it straight, and one's like, I mean, when I say color, like color commentary, like, wrestling, how they have the play-by-play and they had color commentary. That's kind of what I wanted to, like, a lot of the things I'm getting from like inspirations, which is like wrestling, like the whole good guy, bad guy, setup, the banter, a lot of the stuff I liked, I just incorporated in here, but I tried to hide it and make it my own,
Yeah, man. You get to see a little bit of her there. There you go. So, looking good. Fighting. Nice, very shiny armor she has.
And then we also need to add another important part is the Lucent ad. You know, we gotta put
Oh
that.
yeah. Yeah,
You
what
know,
are
I
you
was
doing with
hoping
that? You were offered to put an ad in the
Yeah,
back of the book.
back
Thank you very
inside
much for
page.
that, by the way.
Yeah, because I was like, you know
That's
what, man, this is to be here. Honestly, I don't mean to sound all gay and shit, but you know, it's like, man, Bancroft's a good dude. He's welcoming me back. You know, even though I start shitting Twitter and you know, I'm probably you know, I was like, fuck, now this and all that, but you know, I was like, Bancroft's a good dude. At least I can give him. The least I can do is give him a, you know,
well, my motto has always been and will continue to be: as long as you don't start shit with me personally,
yeah.
I
mean, yeah, that's
whatever
fair.
you get up to is none of my business.
Right.
You know, because otherwise you can't exist in this space and
Oh, yeah.
stream and promote people and be picking sides, because eventually you'll find yourself like other groups have in this tiny little thing.
You
Like,
exit
going,
yourself out.
where is everyone? You know,
Mhm.
it just can't work like that.
Yeah.
And everyone has their own ideas. Everyone has their own thoughts about how this you know, how this thing is going and where it's heading and what we should do. So I personally want you know, I would like if everyone just sort of spoke their mind and you know.
Yeah, and then we can just have drinks after, and everyone just chill. You know, that'd be cool.
That's why I like conventions.
Yeah,
I saw, you know, it's something about standing in front of someone face to face, shake their hand, maybe give them a little hug,
Yeah.
little rub. No, but you meet them face to face, and all of this
Yeah.
online stuff, it's like it's so.
I would so do that.
It's
Like
instant.
if I really hurt someone's feelings online and saw them in person, I'd probably give them a free comic or buy him a drink or slice of pizza, whatever. You know, this is
Yeah,
just
it
the
actually,
internet, you know.
it actually feels. You said it earlier. It actually feels kind of gay to bring
Yeah.
up internet stuff in real life.
Yeah.
It reminds me of, I can't remember who said it, but someone said, you know, back in the day, what do you mean you're being bullied on Twitter? Just turn it off. You know,
Yeah.
it does kind of feel like that. It's like, oh, yeah. I mean, come on, man. It's just
I
anyway.
mean, we're just trying to get a rise out of each other, you know, and just whatever, man. But like I said, if someone, if I really hurt someone's feelings, you know, just talk to me. I don't know. I'll give you a hug or something. I don't know.
Michael D just says, skip the rubs, bro. I don't know. You might
Go right into it.
Feel like there's some tension in your shoulders. And just... Bancroft sees someone face to face, gets a bit sweaty and says, what's your hotel room? No, that never happened. Having a drink with Cecil, that was surreal.
Yeah.
Because you know, Cecil is a kind of a big deal. And I was just like, wow, you know, we went off, we had a whiskey together with Abra. And we had a great conversation. That was really cool. I mean, meeting everyone was super cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go back, actually.
Even Cecil and Dick Masterson, they are like
oh yeah,
online.
there you go.
And they go and they have a drink and it's like
crazy.
Yeah, whatever.
And they go have a drink together. Exactly.
Yeah, so
that's
nothing further. And then they get back to Twitter and then they go back at each other again. So it's whatever, man. So
I don't have the time or the energy to argue on Twitter. I'm like, because it drains me. And then if I feel drained, I don't draw. So I just ignore all of it. And you know, I need to draw. Bancroft always tries to get a rise out of Rod. I got to get the best out of Rod. All right, we are 55 minutes in. So you know what that means. We're going to give away another shirt. I hope you have all been typing rigged in the chat. Unfortunately, Aerith, you can't win again. But
I can.
Well, someone else. Yeah, but you can. That's true.
And that goes to Bancroft. I can even do kids sizes too. So I got to put that on the site. I got to, because like I have my own printer, so I can. It's just getting a little graphic. Yeah.
All right. I think it's hidden here under Dave G, but it says 27. If we get to 30, if we can get to 30, it's all right. We're at the 28 already. It's probably Epic or maybe Hazret's. If we get to 30, I think I'm going to hit the go button on it. Novablast says, if anyone can't get back a physical tier tonight, consider backing the digital tier to show support for the launch. Please do. It's $5. It's $5.
Yeah.
Do we have to type rigged again? No, I don't think so. I think it's all right, cool. With it, we're at 30. Excellent. All right, everybody. Good luck. Hope you're entered. You're about to possibly win a t-shirt from Richard here with the mango on it. It's a good looking t-shirt. All right, here we go. I gotta find my drum roll. And the winner is I love this thing, even though it doesn't work 100%.
I need this.
It's
I need
cool.
this in my life. Whoa, Bancroft.
Yes.
You got a shirt. You got a
Yes.
shirt. The most
Oh.
expensive person that could get a shirt,
Oh.
Bancroft. You know what? You deserve the shirt. I'm gonna send one
So
for you and Mel.
delicious. I feel
If
like
I'm gonna pay the
Cartman.
shipping. Might as well just
I
send
feel
it
like
for you and
Cartman.
Mel.
Oh, it's so delicious. The tears.
That's great. See?
That is Ollie would remember. Ollie from
Yeah.
656 would remember when I won my own thing.
There you
I
go.
love it. Anything,
It really is, Rick.
anything that continues the legend of the rig.
Yes.
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 So rigged.
That's awesome.
You guys think I'm big enough to not take it? No, I'll take it. I'll take it. Not only will I take it, I will wear it with pride on
Yes.
stream, show it off,
Yes.
and lord it over all of you.
That's awesome.
Oh, I'm
Oh my
evil.
God. Not again.
I can't
That's
believe
great.
that.
It's symbolic. When Force Publishing wins, everyone wins. Bancroft wins. That's the lesson of the day, kids. That's
Oh,
what
they're
we
gonna
all
hate
need to
me.
remember.
Look at them. Look at them. Thumbs down. Holy shit! It really is rigged. Yeah, it is. We don't call it rigged for nothing.
It's like the casino.
So rigged. It is. Yeah, the house always wins. I've been on a massive heater playing poker lately, so this is just
Oh, yeah.
another win. Another draw hit. Finally, Bancroft has a second t-shirt he can wear on stream. And it's on black, so I can actually wear it.
Man, now I gotta make
Alex says
sure I don't get
this
any
is the
refunds.
end of democracy.
Make sure no one refunds it out of out of emotions right
brilliant. It's brilliant.
now. This
I
is
love it.
awesome. It was meant to be, man. This was meant to
It was.
be.
If it was meant to be, it was meant to be. Hey, your name was in there just along with everyone else's. Just as
Yeah.
much chance as anyone else. And fate decided to pluck your name out of the hat and hand me a t-shirt.
That's right.
I is any one of you here in the chat gonna argue with fate itself? You can.
Yeah.
Hey, you want us all to win? Send Bancroft a blouse instead of a t-shirt.
What if I
That's
printed it?
No, I'll take
Wow.
a t-shirt.
Now that's what I would. Maybe we can get into that.
I'll take the. I'll take.
I mean, I'll do the
t-shirt.
T-shirt too, but a blouse version of it would be kind of funny.
Bancroft is a scam artist, a grifter of the highest order. You know it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome! I can't believe that happened. Oh, it's so good. That happened to me before on this channel, and it was brilliant. Then I won a whole book and everything.
Just cleaning house, man. That's cool.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's how you win at life. You just you rig it. You rig it in your favor.
Yeah.
Everybody, please do go back. Blood and the Sword by Richard Embry. I'm gonna do a refresh here. See if hopefully no one refunded because of my shenanigans. But no, you got
That's
two
great.
more backers up to $310 raised.
Let's go, man. That's
Everybody,
great.
please do share the link out for the campaign. Really, really fun book, really cool. I'm seeing a lot more sword and sorcery, swashbuckling adventure, even sort of Conan type books and stuff like that come up, and it really is just, I think, a reflection of a sort of something that the mainstream dropped the ball on, and so the independents are going to come here and snatch it up, pick it up, and it's good to see you getting involved in that, Richard. So
Definitely.
congratulations on the launch.
Thank you.
10 backers in a couple of hours ain't bad. So thank you so much for coming on as well. And
Thank you for
and thank you
having
for sending me a copy too. That was really nice of you.
Yeah, I think that's the the approach I'm gonna do. Just send it to people, see if they like it, and if they do like it, put me on the show, and let's have a discussion about it, what they liked about it, what they or didn't like about it, or whatever. I'm open to
Yeah, man.
criticism too, man. Like let's just get that out there, because
Gotta
I
be.
think that's how I get better too. But I think me and Vince, my editor, he like we do that in house, so because I'm like, man, Vince, I don't want to go out there and look like an asshole. Like, help me make sure this story is structured, and he's like, okay, I got you, so.
I will be on Camel Nights later. I think that's in a couple of hours. And then tomorrow we'll be back to help Luke. And I'm sorry, really, it's not just it's Luke and his partner in crime over there on Starcross. But I'll give you all the details tomorrow. We're going to launch that. It's a really good looking book, so make sure you're back for that. I think I might send you over to Pete's if he's still live. He's got Zachary on, so let's raid that. That's probably a good idea.
Cool,
all right, everybody. Thank you so much, Richard, for coming and hanging out. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Thank you, everybody who backed, especially, and thank you all for participating in the rigged competition. Unfortunately, only one of you could win. I had to be the other winner. It's just the way it is. Yeah. All right, everybody. Fate indeed. It was destiny. Destiny awaits. I'll see you later, guys. Bye.
Individually, we are weak, like